everyone. Hi, we're going to just wait a little bit and let some people join. Hi, friends. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Hi. Sharon, I'm excited to see you in just a few weeks. I can't believe that. Woohoo. Let's see here. Hi, everyone. I just saw that Jen posted a reminder for everybody on her page, and so then I figured that was time to hop on. I can't wait to see you too. Running Hugs commence on December 12th. This is the awkward part. I feel like I should do a song and a dance. Let's see here. Hey, doing good. It is. I'm in Minnesota and we are having a beautiful fall day where I put a sweater on just for fun, but I was kind of like, it's almost too hot for this. Let's see here. Hopefully she'll be hopping on soon. Oh, there she is. Let's see. Hopefully that worked. Fingers crossed.
I put a sweater on too, girl.
It's 78 degrees here, but what the heck? This is fun. So,
Wow. Yeah, I'm really ready for Christmas. We're putting up our Christmas tree on Friday.
oh, fun. So, all right. So, are you ready to be challenged with your movies and then have a little chat in between?
Sure. And I just want to preference for anybody that's watching. These movies, the titles, if you don't know this, the titles change like right before they air. So sometimes I'm like, what's the one called? Because the original name was way different.
That might be a question or
Do I
two.
get bonus points if I know like the original name and the new name?
Yes, 100%. Bonus point round.
Okay.
So, how are you today? I missed your live earlier, so I'm glad that we get to talk about some of that stuff now.
Thanks. Yeah, it was super brief. It was good. I'm launching a new company November 1st. So I'm writing 2 books right now. So I've just had all these deadlines and it's all good problems to have, but I'm just excited to talk to a human and not be staring at my computer right now.
Number one, when do you sleep? Do you sleep?
Between like, midnight and like 5:30 a.m.
Okay, all right. I wish I could survive on that. And then no, 2, you're superwoman. I always give you kudos for that because small young kids and everything that you do and all the charities that you help and everything like that. So thank you for taking the time to do this with me.
Thank you for having me on, friend.
Absolutely. All right. So let's start with, hopefully I'm trying to ease you into some easy ones. And which movie was your character's name Charlotte Bennett? You get 3 choices. And your choices are, and just as an FYI, people in the chat, phone a friend. So know the answers, help Jen out. So we've got The Wedding Do-Over, Mingle All the Way, or Yes, I Do.
Oh.
And it was Charlotte.
Oh no, not The Wedding Do-Over. It's the other one, the third one. What was the third one you said? Yes, I
Yes,
do.
I
Yeah.
do. And who was your co-star in that
Marcus
one?
Rosner.
And now is a good time to ask you. You said that there's a deal going on with the cruise?
Yes. So for anybody that's watching, Expedia super fancy. They have a cruise line called Celebrity Silhouette, and I've never been on a cruise. And they asked me to headline their celebrity cruise, which I was like, me, the right? Do you have the right, Jen Lilley? And so they asked me to headline it, and they're like, "What fun boys would you like to bring with you?" And I said, "Duh, Marcus Rosner and Jesse Hutch." So you can go on a cruise with us. We're going to the Bahamas January 6th through 10th. A very good time to go to the Bahamas. It's not hurricane season, and it's, warm and it's freezing everywhere else. We're taking off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and if you and they are holding the cabins for this kind of exclusive event. You're gonna have dinner with us every night. We're gonna have a dance party. We're gonna have Q&A. We're gonna have door decorating contests. There's really no limit to what's going to happen with this group, because if you've ever met me or Jesse or Marcus, we all really love people. Like, you might tell us that you need some space. So we're going to go on a cruise together. And if you sign up by Friday at like midnight, and technically I heard that like you might have till Saturday.
Okay.
You save, like, they have some sort of deal where if it goes through our group, and how to do that is you email J Baldock, BALDOCK at expediacruises.com. It's like you could save up to $1,000. So if you were like, oh, I want to go on that cruise, you can go on the cruise anyway, but you won't be invited to dinner with us and all the private events, and you won't save like $1,000.
Okay.
So, and listen, I understand money's tight for people. Groceries are crazy. Like, it's a tough time. It's an election year. So if you can't do it, that's fine. But if you're like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself, or I really want to do this for a Christmas present, then just know that, like, I love savings money, and you can save a lot of money if you purchase early.
Oh yeah,
And
no, that's
and if they go on the cruise, they also get entered to win. Somebody on the cruise is going to win a trip to go to set with Marcus and be in one of his next movies, which is fun.
that would be a blast. Yes, no. I wish. It's just so close to the
I
holidays and everything else going
know.
on. They're in a heartbeat with you, girl.
I know. And so I just want to like preface, like, we understand.
Yeah.
So no pressure, but we would love to hang out with you.
All right. Kate is a journalist who travels to Banff.
Yes.
In what movie?
Winter Love. No, it's not Winter Love Story. That's the one with Kevin McGarry. It's Winter. Oh my God, what did it end up being called? It's me and Chris McNally and Amy Groening. And oh my gosh, I loved this movie.
With snow.
Snow Kissed. Okay, thank you. I was like, what did it end up being called? Yeah.
Was Winter Love Story. I'm like, well, you've already ixnayed that one. So.
Yes, with Kevin McGarry. Great script.
I might be biased, but that one is my favorite because the banter back and forth still cracks me up every time I watch it. So, fingers crossed. We need to do over.
That's a good one.
Actually, that's one of my questions. So, do you know what the name of the book is that Cassie wrote?
My breakup year,
your choices are, hold on.
Okay, good. I have choices.
Yep. I give choices.
Okay, good.
Journey Through Heartbreak, My Heartbreak Journey, or My Heartbreak Year.
My Heartbreak Year.
It was.
Okay, I was like, it had a year in it. Okay.
See, hopefully not too. All in fun, and we learn a lot of things. And you actually have some movies that were ones that I really was pleasantly surprised and watch over all the time. One Small Hitch. I know you're like one of the best friends in that one.
Oh, yeah.
But that family, and that's one of the questions too, but that family just reminds me so much of While You Were Sleeping. The parents and the grandparents and all the bickering and stuff like that. That was a pretty cute one.
That might have been my very first kind of rom-com I got to be part of, because I was just like the best friend. Like, my career hadn't taken off yet.
Yes. Do you know what your character's name was?
No. Oh, girl, no.
Okay. All right. Lisa, Laura, or Larissa?
I'm going to guess Larissa.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. See, look for this. You're 3 for 3 right now.
Okay.
You got this. All right. You have co-starred with Christopher Russell in Where Your Heart Belongs, and what other movie? Your choices: Puppy Love Romance,
Maybe.
Love Struck, Love Unleashed.
Love Unleashed is what it ended up being
That
called.
is what it ended up being called,
Okay.
and it was Puppy Love Romance at the beginning. So
Okay,
might have
that's
gotten.
why I did have a reaction to that. Right?
See, I gotta love IMBD, all the things you can learn. And I don't know how you guys do it, that everything has a different name by the time it actually airs.
It's just you feel like such a jerk in the interviews because you do like love these characters and you've lived them out and you're like, what did it end up being called? And you just look like you don't know what you're talking about, but it's because for months and months and months you're calling it something and then
Yep. Yeah.
like the week of that changes the name and you're like, oh.
Okay. Well, don't say the name of anything until you see a movie poster is what I'm going to go with, right?
It's so true. I mean, I'm in pre-production for one right now that I'm producing called Holiday Hearts, and I'm going to give people like a chance to be able to be in that movie too. And I'm like, I keep telling our producers, I'm like, should we even release the name or should we just say Jen Lilly's next Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Because Holiday Hearts is already a movie. And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, but it was years ago. And I'm like, yeah, but that's confusing.
Yeah, I guess I've never, because there's so many repeats. But there's repeats of everything. So you
There's
can only
only so many names you can go with.
switch the names around so much. But can you share any more about what's happening on November 1st yet? Or
Sure.
yeah.
So guys, save the date. So it's October 22nd, right? So it's a Tuesday. I'm looking at my calendar.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm looking at something. I'm looking at a calendar that I have on my wall because it has all my like big deadlines on it. Like, oh God, this is what I have to do today.
Right.
Um, and so next Thursday is Halloween, and next Friday,
Mm-hmm.
so like we're coming down. I'm releasing. I'm starting a company because I'm starting to produce movies again. I walked away from producing in like 2019 maybe. And this year I was like, oh, I got to get myself together and start producing again because there's a lot of stories I want to tell that I'm not right for. Um, and I would love to be an actress that's right for everything, but no actor is right for everything. So, but I'm right for this movie and I ended up producing it as well. Anyway, I'm in this production meeting and I'm like, ugh, film financing is so stupid the way they do it. There are so many amazing fans that want to see these movies made and you can't get them made because I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a double strike. So there was a writer strike and then there was the actor strike and freaking Hollywood is like the wild, wild west right now. Like it is like the Great Depression is happening in Hollywood. You have Paramount Plus just went under. I mean, freaking Paramount went under. You have all these companies scaling back like 40 to 60%. If you guys haven't noticed, like a lot of your favorite shows are getting canceled again.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's kind of panicked. And I was praying about it because I was like, all right, when people panic, like in the Great Depression,
Mm-hmm.
people that can remain calm create opportunity. So I was like, I like people. I've worked with tons of people in Hollywood that I really like, that are good, decent people that like don't steal your ideas and they're just good freaking people. And so I started calling all of them. I came across Holiday Hearts, which is my next script, and it is so good, Catherine. Like, it is so good. I you know these movies. We all love these movies. We
Mm-hmm.
love these movies because they're predictable. Like, let's just call it what it is. That is one of the reasons we like them,
Yep.
especially when the economy is crazy and we're in election year. You're like, can I just put on my channel and escape?
Yeah.
That is what these movies are good for. They make you feel good. They're the mac and cheese of all these movies. So, in no way am I downplaying these movies. We love these movies. I love being part of these movies. But because these movies are predictable and that's part of the comfort,
Mm-hmm.
when one is not fitting the mold and it makes you cry because it's so powerful,
Mm-hmm.
it stands out. And that's Holiday Hearts. So I
Okay.
got involved in it and I'm in these meetings and they're like, how are we going to make this film? We can't finance it anymore because of all these things I don't even need to bore you guys with. But like, it's unbelievable right now in Hollywood. I mean, just consider the Great Depression. That's what it is. They're like, we can't ever make a movie again. We're never going to make a movie again because you still have to pay for the set, you have to pay for costumes, you have to pay for travel, you have to pay for hotels, you have to pay for, there's so much that goes into a production that you're like, you kind of can't make a movie for more than like $1 million.
Right.
And that's low budget in Hollywood. And so we're like, oh my gosh, we're never going to be able to make this. And I'm sitting there like, unless we do all these debt things where we get loans, but then we have to pay the loans back. And it's like, y'all all know loans are
Yeah.
bad, but the loans in Hollywood are like horrible. I'm in this meeting and I'm like, this is the most fiscally unresponsible thing I've ever heard of in my life. And then
Oh,
I'm in another meeting for another film that I'm going to produce, and I'm talking to them about the same thing. And they're like, well, we're never going to get blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all of a sudden I have this light bulb moment. And I'm like, I can, oh my gosh.
it happens. Party. That's got.
I had a light bulb moment, as you just saw. And I'm like, I can finance these because here's how I'm going to do it. You know what Kickstarter is? We all know what Kickstarter is, and Kickstarter's great. You know, I have no issues with Kickstarter. But Kickstarter is like any Joe Schmo, any student can go on there and be like, I want to finance
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, what if I created a platform called Raise the Real
Mm-hmm.
where you fund a movie, but you, the fans, can just buy the opportunity to be in the movie. You can go to the red carpet. You can do the virtual screening. You can get the posters ahead of time. You can get the blooper reels. You can be part of the movie. You can walk the red carpet with us when we have the thing. You can be an associate producer. You can get special thanks on IMDb and in the movie credits. Like, you are in the freaking movie. You can have a line in the movie. You can whatever. It finances the film. It gives back to charity at the same time. Oh, and just because I love a giveaway, it also enters you to win like insane once in a lifetime prizes. So that is what I'm launching on November 1st, and it's called Raise the Real. And that's very long winded, but that is what I'm launching. And it's literally like, not only can you win a part in the movie, you can just straight up be like, I just want to support this film.
Mm-hmm.
I want to support charity. I
Yeah.
want to get entered to win all these goodies, but I also just want to, I'm just going to promise myself, I'm going to give myself a guaranteed role in the movie. You can do it on raisethereal.com.
That, I mean, in all honesty, that's what fans want. They
Yes.
want behind the scenes. They want access, you know, like, I mean, for example, we're going to see you at Christmas Con and then GAF's thing in
Yeah.
November, right? The
Yeah.
weekend, the 23rd, November 23rd. Yeah, they want, you know, people want access to their favorite stars because really you don't find a nicer community of people than this in this rom-com
Yes.
universe. And so, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say take all my money and let's go. Let's have some fun.
I mean, and like, I like, my sets are fun, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a hot chocolate bar. Like, I am gonna make it the most fun experience that I possibly
Yeah.
can for every single person because they're rock stars. Like, this movie's not getting made without you guys. And this movie, I don't even know if I don't know if I can say who's in it yet, but I'm telling you, I'm freaking out because this movie has movie stars in it, okay? We have somebody that's in it, by the way, that's been nominated for 2 Golden Globes. A Golden Globe is a bigger deal than an Oscar. Okay, we have, let me just count the celebrities.
Okay.
Okay, me, but you know, I'm like the low, okay? Like, I'm number 1 on the call sheet, but we have, okay,
Yeah.
like,
But
da 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 da, and me,
she's
7 celebrities.
and when is this one being filmed?
June 22nd through February 14th, 2025
Oh,
in New Mexico.
oh, that's, oh, yes, I did see that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to learn about all the different options. And I think that, like I said, it's just, that's what we crave the most. And to be honest, Passion Flicks, they started by, they're funded by fans, was how they started.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they have, what they have is their fans get to go on set for some stuff, and they're called Passionistas.
That's funny.
I mean, it's just, to me, it's just,
Oh,
it's
somebody said I said June through February. So sorry, that must be my southern accent that's ratchet that's coming out.
January.
January 22nd.
You're going from a cruise to a movie set, aren't you?
Yeah, and then I'm going to a cruise right after with my family, which
Oh,
we've never done on a cruise. I know, I'm like sandwiching it between 2 cruises,
you're not
but
in the family on the one with the boys?
no.
Oh.
I don't like listen, when I'm with, you know, my favorite fans, I do not want to also be mom.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are welcome to see me be mom, but you'll be like, oh wow, she's okay.
That's what makes you so relatable, amongst us. But yeah. No, that's awesome, Jen. I'm so excited for that and can't wait to learn more. And I will be definitely tuning in on November 1st.
Can we be realers? That is so cute,
Oh,
Robin. Robin Plate says, "Can we be
there.
realers?" Yes, girl, we could be realers. And you saw it here. Robin Plate came up with that idea
All right.
brilliantly.
We'll write that one down because a good idea always needs to be written down.
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember how I heard that story, but I was like, that was brilliant because once again, that's that's why all these fan events are selling out is because we just want to say hi and
And I
thank you.
mean, to be in the
Yeah,
movie?
well, that too. Yeah, I'm assuming you have different levels, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, also, like, you can get your name in the credits. Like, it's all, and every package builds on itself. It's just autograph scripts. There's like so much going on. It's very exciting.
Oh, I can't wait. All right.
Yeah.
What was the name of the soap opera in my daytime drama or
Oh
Little
my
Day?
gosh. I loved that movie so much. Okay, are you going to give me multiple choice?
Multiple
Okay,
choice.
good.
Forever isn't long enough. Forever with you, or forever is a long, long time.
For a long, long time. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Somebody asked how you sign up. You just can go to raisethereal.com and just join my mailing list. But we open November 1st. So just mark down November 1st and come back.
I agree with whoever just said I need to win the lottery. Yes, right there with you.
Denise.
Well, I mean, because actually one of the questions that I've asked when I had the opportunity to ask people questions in the industry, I was like, okay, there are so many producers and there
Mhm.
are different types of producers. I was just, had I known, not that I'd be the finance girl, but had I known about all the other opportunities really that would have been talked about and celebrated in school or learned about,
Mhm.
I would have industry because I love the behind the scenes stuff. And, like I didn't know about what a set director
Right.
was and, all these things. And so that's what I think is great is just that experience to immerse yourself and learn in the things. I always say we're all human. You guys just have a lot more cooler job that I'd like to talk about.
That's hilarious. Well, you can also be a producer on this movie. That's one of the
So
packages.
there we go. I can be like, what's that? Yeah, what's that? Like, actually, I will tell you because you know her, Melissa Peterman. I asked her that question, and she goes, "They just drive fancier cars than me." That was her answer to what a
That's
producer.
hilarious. She's a funny lady.
And I was like, that sounds about right. But it was just something that you see. I'm like, how many producers do you have on something? So I'm always learning.
Yeah, me
And
too.
thank you for sharing your knowledge because that's what I find so exciting. All right. What was your character's name in a Paris Christmas waltz?
Are you going to give me multiple choice? I'm
Yeah.
like, Emma Harris.
Yes. I was going to say I was giving you just multiple choices of last name, but I was going to see if you just were going to say
Okay.
Emma.
Yeah.
Brad, producing would be interesting. So yeah. Um, what's the original? Okay, so what is the original title of the movie, The Backup Bride?
Oh,
And,
Head Over Spurs in Love.
yes. And then what was your character's name?
Daisy. Um, Daisy. What was my last name? You've got to give me a multiple choice. That was 1,000 years. That was 2007 or 2008.
That was kids ago. Daisy Spur.
Daisy Spur, right?
Wait,
Head Over Spurs in Love. That's right.
why
That's why the original title was Head Over Spurs in Love because it was her last name. Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. I have to find that one. I learned a lot of things today, which I love. All right. So what's the name? Oh, we already did that one. So let's talk really quick about where we can find your Christmas movies coming up.
Okay.
No Great American Family for a Little Women's Christmas.
Little Women's Christmas. Y'all need to correct me. They changed the date. I think it's now the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, I saw you're on here. It's November 23rd, I believe.
Okay.
On Great American Family, which you can watch on Friendly TV. That's how I watch it if you have that app. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to stream it on Great American Pure Flix. I don't really know how that all works. But November 23rd, Great Little Women Christmas. It's like a modern retelling of Little Women.
Mm-hmm.
And it stars Trevor Donovan and Jillian Murray, myself, Laura Osnes, Julia Riley, Jesse Hutch, and Kyle. Oh my gosh, I can't think of your last name. And debuting Charlize Hutch. She's amazing. That's Jesse's daughter, and she played our daughter, and it was so great. Except when I had to kiss him, I was like, she has to leave the set. Like, this is not, like, I know Charlize. Like, Charlize has spent the night at my house. You know, like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is awkward. So,
Did you make his
um,
set too?
what?
Did you make his wife leave the set too? Or just
I think that because I'm really good friends with Lorelai. I think that she, like, I like her even better than Jesse, and I love Jesse Hutch, but I think that she took Charlize off. But I was like, this is so weird. But I literally was like, you're gonna need to take your daughter off set so that I can kiss your husband. It's so weird. That's like when it gets really weird. It's like when you're actually friends with the spouses, then it's like this very strange kind of meta, like, this is
you're
hard
like,
for me to, like,
turn your head for 10 minutes. Okay, and now we're back
yeah.
to who we are.
Now we're back to being our characters. Yeah. So anyway, so that one airs November 23rd. And then Operation Mistletoe, I'm still not allowed to talk about what it is, but it's not gonna be Great American. I don't know where else I know one place it's going to go, but they're waiting to, well, it could end up being Great American. I guess they could get a second licensing deal. That would be interesting, but it's somewhere really exciting. Like, I was extremely excited to work for this company. I have not worked for this company again yet. So that, if that's a clue, I was pretty pumped about working for this company. And apparently it is airing this year, because I literally emailed the producers yesterday and was like, is this like moving to the 2025 slate? Like, what, why are we not allowed to talk about this yet? I'm putting my tree up on Friday.
Okay, wait a second. So Holiday Hearts, that's the one that's coming up that you're going to be making in January.
Mm-hmm.
So Operation Mistletoe got announced where it's going. It was in an article yesterday. Hulu.
How did you find that out? It is. It's going to be on Hulu, and I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
I love Hulu. I have loved Hulu for a very long time. I'm literally Googling this right now.
Yeah.
Where did you find this out?
I don't remember.
Are you getting
I wish
me in trouble right now? Because what if I'm verifying a rumor?
No.
Oh no, it's on Hulu's. Okay, it's on Hulu's website.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. Because I thought you just like put me in a trap.
And I have no behind the knowledge. Whatever I find is public knowledge. And so it was either a commercial that I think I saw it in a commercial yesterday on my
Operation Mistletoe.
Yes.
It says November 1st.
Yeah. Well,
I'm looking on their website, but I'm like, does November 1st mean that's when it's going to start airing on Hulu? Does anyone know? Because I'm like, if it launches the same day as my website, I'm very so excited.
No, if that's the day that it says, I mean, if that's the day that's on it, that's the day it launches, because Netflix does the same. So, but you know,
start binge watching it on November 1st. It's me and Nick Bateman. It's really fun. It's like way more comedic because sometimes traditional Christmas movies don't want you to be as funny, and right. I love funny. So
no. Oh, it says added on November 1st. So yep, that's when it'll drop. And I want to say, I saw a little, they just did a really quick image of the two of you guys, or they had a little clip. Because well, here's the thing is, Netflix is launching all of their movies today, or this week too. Each of them have a different trailer someday. And then Up TV just did theirs today too. And so then Hulu is right in the game with it too. So yay. I know, Jen, I was super excited when I saw Hulu. I was really
right? Like, I haven't worked for them, and I'm just pumped. Like, I've had Hulu before people knew what Hulu was. Like, I love Hulu. I love me some Hulu. So I'm really excited about it. I was like, I hope that they know who I am, because I would love to work for them again. I will raise the reel with them. I will finance their movies.
Boy, November 1st is going to be a busy day. All right, we got it.
That is so exciting.
Yeah, and now I'm going to really sit there and question where I found it, but I know I did. All right, so what you co-starred with Jonathan Bennett, speaking of comedy, and Andrew Lawrence, and what rom-com?
that was one of my favorite movies. Okay, it was what did it end up being called? Are you going to give me multiple choice? Because the name did change on this one.
I don't know.
Love on Repeat. Love on
Love on.
Repeat is what it ended up being called.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Well, my choices for you was Love Do Over. I figured we were going to go with the Groundhog Day
Yes.
theme anyway. And then yeah, Love on Repeat. What do you think? Do you remember what the original one was? Because it wasn't listed.
Love.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of, because it's very Groundhog's Day on, because she starts over each
It's
day. So
yeah, and it's so dry. Like I rarely get to do dry
yeah.
comedy, and I mean, obviously, I love physical comedy and I love like big comedy. If you haven't noticed from
Mm.
this live, but I love dry comedy because nobody lets me do it.
No.
Actually, I might be shooting a movie also in December. I'm trying to work that out. I think I have a production meeting tomorrow. Another Christmas movie. But I won't talk about it yet because they haven't even made me an offer. They just like keep engaging me, like you're gonna be a producer on it and whatever. And I'm like, that's fine, it's a great script, but like you're gonna tell my reps that you want me to do this. But it's really dry humor too. And they were like, should we change the character so it's more like you? And I was like, no, please let me play dry. I love a sassy, just dry humor is so funny.
No, and that's, I mean, to be honest, it was just like, we need to laugh. And those are the kind of rom-com. I mean, like I said, While You Were Sleeping is the rom-com that I will remember forever and ever. That was 1992, I think, or
That's a good
94.
movie.
And and for that too, it was a whole the whole ensemble. So I'm excited to see more ensemble pieces too.
Stuck Out of Love was the original title.
Let's
Love
see.
on Repeat's better.
What state
Oh,
did Isabel's
Brad
family?
says it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Jinx. Okay.
What state did Isabel's family own a winery in Paris Wine and
Like
Romance?
upward West Coast.
Up West Coast. You're right.
Oregon?
So Oregon or Washington?
I think Oregon?
It was Oregon.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Let's see here. I actually lost track of my questions.
Sorry.
No, this is great. This is exactly what I envision when I do this, because it's a fun way for me to learn more too. So, in B&B Mary, what hotel chain was taking away the business from Graham's family's B&B? And your choices are Parkview Hotels, Parkview and Sons. So which of the three Parkviews?
Parkview Hotels?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
See? I think, what are we at? Like 15? 15 for 15. Oh, fun fact about she grew up in the town next to me.
Gosh.
And one day we were just chatting. We were chatting about her. I think it was when she was doing Grease. And my mom's best friend is like, yeah, her dad's my eye doctor. I was like, oh,
okay, I'm gonna have to tease her. Like, I didn't know her dad was an optometrist. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So literally 15 minutes down the road.
That's so fun. She's such a gem. Oh my gosh, I love her.
I was so bummed she came and did a concert. She came and did a concert last year that I did go to see. I've seen her in 2 concerts, and one of them she was doing a meet and greet afterwards. And then because it was her old choir director, it was a swarm of people, which of course they know her, but I really wanted to go and say hi because
so sweet. I think I'm spending the night at her house because they're doing an in-person premiere in Nashville, and everybody thinks I live there, but I don't. And so I was like, can I spend the night at your house? Because Laura and Dusty are like in the middle of a move.
I would move to Franklin in a heartbeat. It's my favorite city.
Yeah, so nice.
All right, we got a few more. In the Spirit of Christmas, which was another one of my favorites.
Mine too. Working on a sequel.
Oh, okay. What was your character's name?
Kate.
Yep. There we go. I was like, if
she's the freaking best. I'm literally like, I am trying to produce a sequel, and we will do a Raise the Reel for that.
Okay. Yeah, that one, I think that was probably one of the first ones I saw you in, and absolutely and still to this day.
That was my first romantic lead.
Oh, okay. And then your first romantic comedy was with Brennan, right? Yes. Penny.
Brendan.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. There's a
Yes, Dash of Love. Mm-hmm.
yep. What okay, so this is kind of a fun one and good history question. What was the name of the real aircraft carrier that the USS Christmas filmed
Oh,
on?
okay. Do you have multiple choice? I love that movie is so special to me. Oh my gosh, I should have recommended that. Somebody asked me like name your top three Hallmark movies to me in an email. A publisher I'm working with possibly, and I should have put USS Christmas because it is one of my
Yeah.
favorites. But
USS Ranger, USS Princetown, or USS Yorktown?
Yorktown, it has to be.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. Um, let's see here. Oh, I'm like so lost on my questions. All right. How many encounters did Jeff and Molly have before the Mingle All the Way app matched them? They were disastrous encounters, is how it was worded. 2, 3, or 4. So
Okay,
they
first of all, there's when we bump each other on the streets, and I'm like, what a jerk. Then there was the one where I went to the party, and it's one of my favorite moments where I shoved the donut in my mouth, and I'm like, um, but will we call it a disaster?
that's how it was worded. I get, but it's 2. You got
I
them
was gonna
both.
say, I think it's two. Okay.
Got them
Two.
both.
Okay, good.
I call it fun and humorous, but
I
there are,
love that movie. I found that script.
you did?
I found that script, and that's one of the scripts that like I think is a little bit unique. I
Yeah.
found the writer. She now does a lot for Hallmark. Her name's Samantha Herman. She's a brilliant writer. She does great witty banter, but I met her at Sundance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Gosh. And what was Luna's profession in Harvest Love?
A
Your choice.
doctor. She was a doctor.
All right. Look at that. 20 out of 20, Jen. You got it.
Makes me feel so good. Okay. Good.
And now we all have a lot of movies to go back and rewatch and some comedy to laugh at. So
Yeah.
anything I know that you're going to be doing Christmas trivia with Brad
Mm-hmm.
coming up. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, so yeah, we have a few events to see you at. Anything else coming up?
This is so jerky, but let me look at my calendar. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, because I
no.
actually do like it's actually there's a lot going on right now. So, so I just sent this to my manager because I was like, we need to keep track of this stuff. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
11/1, November 1st. Apparently also Operation Mistletoe on Hulu.
Yep.
And the launch of Raise the Reel, my company, so raisethereal.com, where you can be in my movies with me. And earn IMDb credits and all that kind of stuff and give back to charity. November 15th, I'm releasing a new song. It's called Maui Bounce Back. It's a rap. I do not rap in it. I was a guest on it. I helped write it with Nico Otsby and Jay Uncut.
Okay.
And 100% of the profits for that goes to rebuilding Maui because they still need to be rebuilt after the fires. November 23rd, A Little Women's Christmas on Great American Family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Great American Christmas Festival. I will be there November 30th to the December 1st.
Okay.
I will be at Christmas Con December 13th through 15th. I'll do the Expedia Christmas Cruise June 6th through 10th with Jesse
Yep.
and Marcus, as we said. I'm producing Holiday Hearts in January that will release next Christmas. I have 2 books coming out. One is a devotional that'll be available in November of 2025, so next year.
Okay.
And then one's called So You Want to Be a Foster Parent, and it's how to become a foster parent, like everything you wanted to know, but you were too afraid to ask. And it's me and Dr. John DeGarmo. He's like a leading expert on child abuse, foster care, and adoption in this country. Not 100% sure when that comes out yet. We're still meeting with publishers. That's like one of the people I met with today.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I'm just producing a bunch of projects in 2025, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Oh, one's called Going Public. So I'll just say it's called Going Public, and then you guys can research what it's about. But I am
So if they can't, if nobody, if their calendars are busy in November and December already, then you do Raise the Reel and get yourself onto the set and go hang out with Jen there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Come hang out with me. And
Okay.
like
Well,
7 other huge stars. And I mean huge stars. Huge. You know all of them.
okay. Well, hopefully that will get dropped a little bit, hints here and there soon. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So, well, Jen, thanks so much for coming and playing and visiting. This has been
Thanks
great. I know we've
for
been trying to
having
do
me.
it for years, so and I love that. I just have to say, I just admire you and your heart, and you're such an inspiration for me for that walk with Christ too. So, I'm gonna start crying, but thank
Sister,
you for.
I'm gonna start crying. I love you. I'm gonna see you at one of these events, right?
Are you going to ALZ?
No. I know. But because I'm launching a company the next
I
day.
I will be on one of your sets one of these times. That will be my 2025
Oh my
thing
God,
to do.
I love you. I can't wait to squeeze you and give you a big hug.
I know I can't wait to see you in person too. It feels like I know you. I've
We've known
known you
each
forever.
other. We've known each other a while, girl. Like
Right. I
four,
know.
five, six,
When
how
you're
many years?
you've seen somebody and you're like, what do you mean we haven't met in person?
We've
So
met. We have met.
no, we haven't. No,
Nuh-uh.
no, I'm positive. I'm positive. I would remember.
We haven't
So
met in person.
we haven't met in person because I haven't. You were going to come to Rama Drama, and then when the date got changed, you weren't able
Yes,
to anymore.
because I
And
was so super
yeah,
pregnant.
and then I haven't been at and then I haven't made it to Christmas Con because it's in the middle of December. So yeah, so 2025 on a movie set, girl. It's where we'll meet.
That's amazing. And I
Yeah,
literally, you're right. I can't. That's like when I go to Christmas Con, I'm always just like, we know each other. And they're like, we've never met. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, but I know you. So
What you're doing is brilliant because it, it becomes its own version of a family, and who so yeah, you're going to get your biggest support, your biggest champions from those that are watching it, and I'm really excited for you. I can't wait to
thank
see all this happen.
you. I can't wait to have like friends on set,
I know.
So,
Yes. uh,
okay.
have a great
Love you.
bye. Love you. See you
Bye.
later. Fun. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having
You're welcome.
me.
Bye.